Hey, what's up? I'm Cody. Today I'm going to be kicking off a two-part series on upgrading the power system in my van. I finally bit the bullet and I picked up this EcoFlow Alternator charger. And in the first video of the series, I'm going to walk you through why I chose it, what it looks like out of the box, and what I'm hoping that it's going to do for my van life setup. Let's get going. In the next video, I'll walk through exactly how I'm going to install this in my ProMaster. Location, wiring, and all that fun, good stuff. But before I do that, I just wanted to show you the why and what of the whole setup. If it works like it's supposed to, I'll be able to fully recharge my Delta 2 Max just from driving, which means way more flexibility for travel days. Okay, so why did I choose the EcoFlow version when there are other options out there? The first is definitely going to be compatibility. Since I already have the Delta 2 Max power station, it's just meant to work seamlessly with that. From what I know, there's not any third-party accessories or anything else required. We'll see once we get into the install. Second is going to be the options. There's an option for a 500 watt or an 800 watt. I chose the 800 watt because it's nice to have the option for 800 watts of charging, but it also has the option to set it at a lower draw, say 400 or 500 watts, so you can reduce the load on your alternator. The third reason that I chose it is definitely just because I've been really happy with my Delta 2 Max power station so far. It's just been really solid, powered my van very well, like everything I need. This is just a nice extra boost to that. And probably the last reason that I chose it is EcoFlow has a really nice app that interfaces with all their stuff. So it's been really good for my power station. I can turn on and off ports, but I can also monitor this alternator charger from the app as well. So that's just been a game changer for me. All right, so here we go with the unboxing. Let's give it a go. It's packaged in here pretty nice. Got pull tabs to pull the parts out. Let's start with this. There are two boxes in there, so let's just go ahead and pull them both out. Set the box on the floor. It looks like we've got cables and inputs and the accessories in this box. Some instructions. I'll be reading these before video part 2. This, I'm assuming, is the actual unit. So it's packaged nice and sturdy. Let's see. Open it. Oh yeah, that's nice. All right, so it's pretty beefy, pretty bulky, pretty decent size. There's a tab here. Yeah, it's got some weight to it. Not overly heavy, but feels nice and sturdy. Well made. So there's that unit. There's spots on the back for the ports. So let's set that down, get this box out of the way, and check out the other parts. All right, so let's open that up. Pull that out. All right, pull it out easy. All right, so that box is almost empty. There was one remaining box in there. Okay, so what I just took out just looks to be some really beefy cords. These are very thick, braided. Looks like has just the ends for plugging in. The battery terminal connectors, really substantial. That's pretty beefy. That's good because you want the cables to be well protected and heavy duty. Then it looks like this is the connector that goes to the power station from the alternator charger. So I don't know yet. I have not looked at the instructions and I haven't installed it, but we have a fuse here, which is good for safety. And it appears that this wire goes from the battery terminals or your starter battery and then plugs into the unit here. And then it appears that this goes into the unit here, the alternator charger, and probably into your power station battery here. Yeah, there's really relatively few parts here, so that's nice. So hopefully it's not too in-depth on the install. Let's open up this last one. All right, cool. So last is just like the hardware and mounting brackets. So there's relatively like not many parts and pieces, so that is really nice. Keep things pretty simple, I'm hoping, for the install. Got the mounting bracket, hardware. I'm probably going to be mounting this underneath in the cabinet that also houses my EcoFlow Delta 2 Max, so that I can keep all the connections close and then just run the long wire to the front of the van and connect to the battery. Cool. It feels like really sturdy. I did read it can get pretty warm and stuff because it's pulling charge from the battery. But I don't think that should be an issue as long as it just has some space to ventilate around it. So that was the unboxing. Pretty easy. So here's the deal. I've been running everything in my van off my EcoFlow Delta 2 Max, which has been super awesome. Solar keeps me going most of the time, but there are days when clouds, parking, and shade, or just longer stretches of use make me wish I had another way to recharge. And that's where the alternator charger comes in. Instead of just relying on the sun, I can recharge my EcoFlow while I'm driving, basically turning driving days into charging days, and that's a big upgrade. Sweet, so that's it for part one, the unboxing and why I'm choosing to install this in my van. If you're thinking about upgrading the power system in your van, or just curious about how the EcoFlow alternator charger performs, stick around for the next video because I'll be diving into a full install. If you have questions or tips for the install, drop them in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next video. I'm really excited about this next one. I've been thinking about adding this to my van for a while now, so I'm really stoked and grateful to have you along for the journey. So thank you. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day and stay stoked.